Назначен новый командир.
You just ran somebody over.
Oh,
Just to let you know.
Don't, Samir, please watch the people and run. Don't drive like that, man.
It's actually driving. Someone pushed this lorry for some reason.
I don't think we can push it.
Someone below me?
That's what they said. Are we invading Ukraine right now?
Yeah,
I
someone.
think
No.
I'm dead.
Ah, maybe.
We're stuck all the way from here, and we're going.
Arey, Bayo, what are you doing?
It's too far.
Can I grab this, guys? Can I grab this Striker, please? Page up. Page up slowly. Trying to grab Tiger. Opened up. Hey Blaine, page up. Press page up. Thank you. Get in, get in, get in. Come in, come in. What is this pipe?
Go.
How low na है अपना टीम पता नहीं कहाँ जा रहा है. Is our commander know what to do? Where is he going? What is that fob? He's building in a no importance area. Enemy is coming to quarry and shipping.
Мы закрепились в районе.
quarry, we might die. What can I say? Are you trying to shoot me, dude? Are you trying to shoot me? Let me know. You were trying to shoot me. I cannot take a risk, bro. That's not good.
Меня зацепило! Позовите врача!
Отличная работа. Район под нашим контролем.
Солидар!
Respawn with team. Respawn with team. Respawn main.
Меня зацепило! Позовите врача!
Район зачищен. Повторяю, район зачищен.
I'm out.
Warzone game ka na yun, Nay.
Give Thank you very much, people. Отлично, товарищ, отлично. Спасибо, спасибо.
Спасибо.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and today we're going to be discussing the WPMCs in action. This is the new faction added to Squad with version 8.1. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, drop a comment down below, and let me know what your favorite weapon has been to try out from the WPMC faction. So real quick, I'd like to throw out a shout out to anybody that went and checked out our previous video, the one on version 8.1 coming Squad. It went absolutely nuts. It's over 165,000 views, and on this channel that is massive considering we're still a relatively new and small channel. So thank you all for the support. So we've already talked about the update itself, but today I actually wanted to focus a little bit more on how this faction plays out in game. So in the last couple days, I've been putting a lot of time in as the WPMC faction, trying to get my bearings, checking out the different weaponry and how it's going to work on the battlefield. So one of the main things that stands out to me and probably stands out to you is just the variety of weaponry that the faction has and how it's very adaptable to any given map or situation, terrain, whatever. You have something that you can alternate to, especially if you're something like a rifleman with 9 different kits. If one gun isn't working for you in that particular environment, you can quickly switch it to something else. For example, if you start off with the MP5 and you feel like it's a little bit too close range for the map you are on or the environment you're playing within on that map, you can switch to something like the M14 if you want something with a little bit more range and power. The access this faction has to different weaponry and its ability to adapt to different situations is significant, and it does give this faction a pretty distinct advantage over some other factions. And it's not just weaponry, it's also the scopes that you might want to use. You can kind of switch weaponry, but also adjust your scope. Maybe you want to move away from an ACOG and you want to go to a red dot. There are options there for you to play with. Now, I have found myself enjoying a couple of the guns. I like the AK-101, but I don't like it with the ACOG scope. I've enjoyed using the M14 battle rifle, but it's very situational for me. The MP5 is also pretty situational. In close range, that thing is going to slap, but in something where you're going to end up in a little bit more of a medium to long distance fight, I'm going to hesitate using it for that. So the options and the adaptability this faction has also lends itself to the speed that they operate with, and the WPMCs have a ton of speed. With their assortment of light vehicles, including techies and CPVs, you're going to be able to move soldiers into different positions pretty quickly. The CPVs hold quite a few people too, and you can actually get those guys into areas to cause disruptions very quickly. Now, the CPV doesn't have the best steering, but it does have really solid straight line speed. This is sort of comparable to how you can use G-Wagons as the Canadian Armed Forces, but with the WPMCs, you can put more bodies at those extended positions away from your main. That's largely what I'm seeing is teams actually sending a lot of those CPVs out. You'll have a couple helping to backcap, but you'll see several moving out to just sort of create harassment points for enemy infantry or enemy armor and logistics. That could include even sending a Loach scout helicopter backcap, but you'll see several moving out to just sort of create harassment points for enemy infantry or enemy armor and logistics. That could include even sending a Loach scout helicopter out with a couple AT or an AT and a rifleman, dropping them off behind enemy lines or near a main artery road just to slow down some of those vehicles from getting to wherever they are headed. And I think that speed and your ability to sort of extend infantry away from your main towards further objectives is important for this faction, because there is no real wrecking ball of IFVs rolling up to kind of solidify anything. So I think it's important to get your enemy infantry in place with your AT and whatever assets you can, whether that's a tow or a Humvee tow, in position to really cause a lot of harm, to make it really difficult for the enemy infantry to push objectives by being there first, and sort of creating a little bit of a meat grinder, if you can, to slow down their ability to really attack an objective. Now, right now with the WPMCs, everyone's trying the new gun, so there's a lot of infantry teamwork happening. You'll see extra bodies out on the field just running towards objectives. It's been kind of fun, but some of that is a byproduct of everyone wanting to try new weaponry and get an idea for what the infantry is capable of. But simultaneously, I think this is also something we'll see long term with this faction, is a heavy-duty reliance on infantry teamwork. A variety of kits and things that you have at your disposal to help attack an enemy objective or just defend, because you don't have some of those IFVs to help cover certain things or participate in the fights. You are reliant on infantry, and strong infantry at that. With a variety of weapons, you are flexible, meaning you can have infantry actually holding certain buildings and stuff like that without really being a detriment to the team, while you have guys with MP5s running through these tight streets or alleyways. And the point is that as you become better with some of the weaponry, right, and you start choosing what you're going to typically run with within the WPMC faction, you might find things where you have one guy that's really focused on that tight infantry combat, that CQB, whereas you have that other guy that is just great with M14. You start intermixing these type of things, and you can cover a lot of ground and different types of terrain. And I think for this faction to be really successful, that's what's going to be required, is just a high level of infantry teamwork. That, along with the speed we mentioned earlier, being able to sort of coordinate, work together with the variety of weapons you have, you're going to be able to cover some ground and really lock down lanes that the enemy is trying to push. I think this faction lends itself to just being a nuisance in multiple different areas and making it really difficult for enemy infantry and to some extent vehicles to progress very smoothly. Now, one more big positive that I want to talk about before I get into some is trying to push. I think this faction lends itself to just being a nuisance in multiple different areas and making it really difficult for enemy infantry and to some extent vehicles to progress very smoothly. Now, one more big positive that I want to talk about before I get into some drawbacks would be the mobile spawn vehicle. Now, not only is this thing cool in concept, it works very well if done very carefully. If you are throwing this vehicle out into the wild and losing 20 tickets on repeat, it's gonna suck, and we'll talk about that more in a second. But what I think is great about it is using it as sort of a backup defensive position, or maybe an attack position going opposite of where you're sending a lot of your infantry, right? To create two options for where you can spawn. It's a little bit low overhead in terms of how much time it takes to get going. You don't have to set down a radio, then build the hab. It's consolidated into that vehicle. Now, there are options for this vehicle and how it can be used to really set the WPMCs up very well. But the problem is that if it sits too long in an area, it is going to get hunted down by the enemy team because they know the 20 ticket value. It's something where you almost need a few guys just dedicated to the vehicle and the vehicle's safety, just to reposition it occasionally and move it into areas just to get a different sort of attack wave going with your infantry. Now, let's talk about a few drawbacks or things you need to be aware of when using this faction. We just talked about the mobile spawn vehicle, and I think it's important to bring up a couple of things. This thing is worth 20 tickets. It is very valuable to your team to keep it alive, not only for the tickets, but also the fact that it's got like a 15-minute respawn. So if it gets killed, it's out, and you lose something that is specific to this faction that can really set the faction apart from whoever you're playing. But you do have to be mindful because enemy teams are hunting this vehicle. The problem that I see is some teams are letting it sit in main for long durations at a time, which is sort of counterproductive in a sense. The longer you let the vehicle sit in main, potentially the more map control enemy teams can gain, even if they're not even looking for the vehicle. but they likely are going to be searching for it or keeping in mind that it is going to exist somewhere on the battlefield. I've even seen airstrikes used against it, which is pretty logical considering how many tickets it's valued at, plus its respawn timer. So to be clear, the drawback isn't the vehicle. The drawback is how it's utilized if used poorly, because I think there's a very fine line. The vehicle can't sit still for very long. You need to keep it mobile. You also may need a couple bodies trying to make sure that they have tabs on it to keep it in a situation where it's not super exposed to enemy infantry or enemy armor. Some of the best use so far that I've seen of this vehicle is just keeping it somewhat mobile. Park, get a flood of respawns in, and then move it quickly, because enemies are either going to be chasing the respawns or they're going to listen out for that vehicle and try to push it. So we talked about speed as an advantage, but let's talk about the flip side of that. Sometimes in rounds, I'm seeing a lack of connective tissue from the WPMC main to the defensive position to the attacking position. There's typically not a strong defensive setup. So while I'm seeing a lot of WPMC rollouts utilizing that speed to project enemy infantry, there seems to be a lackluster interest in playing some form of defense. Now, many of you will say that's pretty common in squad, but it seems to be slightly exaggerated with this faction. And again, I will reference the fact that enemy teams might have IFVs or stronger armor presence, being able to push infantry back or consolidate them around a specific objective, limiting their ability to sort of spread out and hold positions. So I've seen a lot of rounds go like this, where the WPMC faction rolls out, they actually back cap and move forward quicker, but then about halfway through the round, they're losing their caps very quickly because their infantry gets displaced and they don't have sort of the backbone that they need to hold the next defensive objective. But of course, I will note that some of that could be a byproduct of people wanting to force these weapons into gunfights to try them out, testing out new things and all that jazz, so hopefully it'll balance out as people become more familiar with the faction. I would just note that while you have a ton of speed, it is important still to have some sort of coverage and map control of defensive objectives as well as what you're doing on attack. Now, the next drawback I want to reference is their vehicles and their overall strength. I'll say this is more of a disadvantage for the faction, because I think drawback is going to get taken out of context a little bit. I'm not saying the faction sucks because their vehicles are primarily light vehicles utilized for infantry transport. But what I mean is that they sort of have a disadvantage in the IFV fight, which I think is pretty common knowledge. This is going to often create asymmetrical fights, especially with conventional forces. You are going to be outnumbered. They are going to have IFVs and you will not. You're going to have an M60 tank that may have to go against something like an Abrams or a T90 or whatever the enemy faction is going to have. And you will likely have issues dealing with that, especially if the other faction is an armored group with multiple tanks. This disadvantage is sort of built into the faction. And again, it's not that the faction sucks, because I don't think that at all. I think we just have to figure out and learn how to use the faction differently. It is going to require teams to understand how to spread out infantry and really sort of harass enemy armor and slow them down. Make them have a really tough time pushing objectives. And I've already seen some success stories with that, where Lats and Hats are moving forward in CPVs, sneaking up as close as they can to main MSRs and waiting for those vehicles to pull up. I've already seen the scout helicopter dropping off AT and a rifleman somewhere near a tree line where they can kind of hunker down and wait for vehicles to pull up near an objective. And again, you do need to be careful with these vehicles because the deaths can add up. If you consistently are sending vehicles down main roads and arteries and they are just getting destroyed, that ticket count is going to be a problem. There are some factions, including the WPMC, and there's going to be some unit types that you just can't operate like a conventional force. You can't operate like you have an LAV to come back you up, or a tank, or a couple of tanks in the field that can do something to shift the tide. And I think that's an interesting thing about why this faction is really appealing, because it does have certain tools and certain things that can be utilized to maybe give itself an advantage, but it requires a different type of play, which I think is important to sort of mix up how we go about rounds and how we participate during a round of squad. With that said, I hope you enjoy this quick look at the WPMC faction, some of its in action and advantages and disadvantages, how it's sort of operating. And again, I want to be very clear. I don't think this is a bad faction by having disadvantages. Every faction should have those. Not every faction should be balanced across the board, but it should result in a different way of play. And I think that little bit of variety in terms of how factions can work is important for the game. So if you like the video, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, drop a comment down below again with what your favorite weaponry is as infantry from the WPMC faction, and I'll catch you next time.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today is going to be a gameplay video where instead of talking about squad through the lens of real world tactics and the milsim mindset as in my discussion videos, we're going to be looking at some gameplay that has a unique aspect to it that I think is worth delving into. Today is going to be about squad leading, but squad leading a small team that's focused on what the community calls backlining. This is where instead of being one of the line rifle squads duking it out for control of the objectives, you're playing as a much smaller squad that's in a supportive role, where you're sneaking around behind enemy lines, hunting and destroying their fobs. A good backline squad can have an outsized impact on the game. This is because rather than being focused on the stand-up fight or capturing objectives, they're primarily focused on impacting the flow of the match by stifling those enemy spawn points. That simple act of disrupting the enemy's habs and radios has massive butterfly effects on the rest of the match and your team's ability to win the important fights that are on the objectives themselves. One thing to remember though is that no backlining squad can be successful without that foundation of a solid team fighting on the objectives. It's always important to make sure your team has those main squads in position first before you start dedicating manpower to doing sneaky shenanigans away from those big fights. Remember, ultimately, you're a supporting effort for the team as a backliner, not the main effort. Today's going to be a longer video because I have two gameplay rounds I want to share today. The first one, my squad joined mid-match, and it consists of pretty straightforward fob hunting on Black Coast. It doesn't have a lot of action, but there's some good sneaky stuff that we do that I wanted to dissect for all you newer players out there. The second one is a full round on Mutaha, playing as the insurgents, and it involved some of the most unconventional, daring strategies for my team that I've ever seen in squad. It was crazy, I've never seen anything like it, and I'd love for some of the more experienced squad players that are watching this to give me their thoughts on what transpired. I've bookmarked the rounds, so feel free to jump around. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this longer dual round format, or if you prefer my usual 20-minute single round format. Otherwise, give this video a like or dislike depending on how you felt about it, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, so let's dive into the first round, and immediately I want to break down what I'm seeing on the map and how I'm making my decisions as a squad leader. So this part isn't even specific to backlining, it's just relevant to every squad leader out there. Having just joined the match, the immediate thing I'm looking for to orient myself are the two active objectives. So you can see here is my team's defense point at Hill 324. We are playing as the PLAMC, while the point we need to be attacking is Chernikov Electric. Our defense point at Hill 324 is stable currently, and our team is just beginning a fresh attack on Chernikov Electric. The second thing I'm looking for is habs and radios, making sure our team has a spawn for each objective. As you can see, we have one for both, and neither are currently under attack and in danger of being taken down. And finally, I'm looking for any enemy habs or radios that have been marked. And as you can see here, there's a radio marked India 9, as well as an enemy hab and radio on Juliet 10. Our team's squads 14 and 3 look like they spawned on our attack fob and are looking to immediately push in a straight line to that enemy fob and onwards to Chernikov Electric. So immediately, my thought is, 1, we have enough forces on defense, therefore I should help with the attack. And 2, I should look for a flank to support the attack on Chernikov because everybody else is rolling straight in. This will make the attack more effective, and it will also give me a chance to look for where enemy reinforcements are coming from to find their spawns.
Dance at J11 is gonna be behind enemy lines, so we could spawn there and just start moving east.
My thought was spawn J11.
Yeah.
And kind of come at it, come at it, actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because 14 and 3 are moving straight in.
I feel like
And before we spawn in, let's take a look at our squad composition. In a normal 9-man infantry squad, you want to make sure you have your medics, your riflemen, your AT, your fire support, etc, etc. We, however, are a very small 4-man squad. There are 3 of us here right now, but we do have a 4th who's about to join us. We don't have the manpower to be running a generalist squad structure. So our angle here is that we need to make some trade-offs and aim to pack as big of a punch in this small package as possible. For backlining, I'd usually want a combat engineer, maybe a hat, but those are all currently taken by the rest of the team. So we opt to go for 2 lats and 1 rifleman. With this setup, we're still able to kill enemy infantry and dig down radios because everybody has a rifle and a shovel, but now we're also a threat to enemy vehicles as well with the 2 lats. The rifleman provides us with ammo resupply to rearm the lats, and most importantly, the squad rally. The only thing we're lacking is a medic to keep us alive, so we really need to be careful not to get into unnecessary fights or to get killed.
Give me fire team, Dance.
Hello. I'm right here.
Next objective is going to be either bridge, it's going to be here, or it's going to be torpedo. It's going to be one of these 2.
Okay. Alright, we're going west. Follow me. You can see here after I spawn in, I assign fire teams to everyone. This is super important. I see way too many squad leaders that neglect to do this, or they'll do something like pass out only the fire team leader roles, but don't assign the rest of the squad members into a fire team. Put everyone into a fire team, because that little bit of structure and organization will help you with controlling the squad when you're issuing out tasks, but it also allows the fire team members themselves to pass the FTL role amongst themselves to place down those map markers if they have to. I'm going to drop a rally around where move mark is, and we're going to try and get a flank in because the rest of the team is just lemming training.
Dance, I'm on your team. Right. Thank you.
JC spawn J11 and move out west with us. And here you see JC joins our squad. He's already been asked to play as a rifleman off camera, but note that I immediately make sure to first put him in a fire team, and second, provide him with immediate instructions on what to do. That second step is very important when you're squad leading with randoms to minimize the risk of people spawning in random locations and running off to Narnia.
I could have done it. You're questioning my abilities.
I am questioning your abilities as the resident.
Now you can see here I have my command so that I can
Advance and secure. Push out and secure all objective areas.
Take advantage of the FTL roles. Bravo, Charlie, Alpha. Alpha is for the squad lead. If they find your FOB and dig down the radio, you lose 20 tickets. A tank is 15 tickets. If your hub is surrounded by a certain amount of enemies, the hub is proxied, like the one we have in the map. Therefore, the hub is not usable anymore. You cannot use it to spawn. But the hub is still, still exists. If they dig down the radio, all the emplacement, including the hub, disappear, and you lost everything. I don't know, guys, if you have any doubt or question about the game.
I mean, it's not rocket science.
Sounds good.
Wonderful, thank you.
Are you having contacts there on the air?
The map, and it kind of looks like Battlefield right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's not Battlefield, it's not COD. You literally need to communicate with everybody. So, for example, you need to have a pair of them to enjoy the experience at fullest, okay? You don't have to spend a lot, just like 10 euros, $10, 10, whatever, and buy a pair of headphones and talk to the others. That's the main thing why we play this game. It's just to enjoy talking to the others, organizing stuff, strategy, that's it. Also, guys, since most of you is new to the game, if you're dead, don't give up, because if you give up, you lose a ticket. Ask for a medic first. If there is a medic nearby, the medic will be happy to help in picking you up. And that means he will and give you full health again. Why that? Because if you're revived by any friendly, you one shot. That means you won't have enough life to survive a shot. One shot will straight kill you and send you back to to spawn point and a ticket is lost. So my advice, especially in the beginning, is try to communicate and search for a friendly medic to pick you up. Okay, that's why medic exists. And that's it, basically, okay? Simple and straightforward.
Yep, medic will wait for you as well. Let's go together.
Yes, appreciate. I will drop a rally there so you can spawn there if you want me to place an FOB. Once we are on the cap zone of airfield, we will place an FOB there. You will help me in building all the stuff.
We'll have to put the radios a little bit to west or southwest.
Oh fuck, they placed the radio there. I can't believe that. Okay, yeah. Let's do this here.
We're gonna have to bring the truck. I'll see if we can bring it.
Yes, I need a truck close by. If you can take the Logi, that would be wonderful. Guys, all the rest with me, please. Here with me. So the point?
I'll try to bring it from Squad 5. I think he claimed it.
Yeah, by mistake. I think it was refilling or something.
Oh, I think he's bringing it too.
Hey, where are you?
He's driving it.
I mean, game should be over soon now.
Hey, Squad, what are we gonna do?
It's all here.
Thank you. I can't deploy the radio here. Fuck, why?
Friendly.
Yeah, here is perfect. No, I just can't. I can't deploy the radio. How come? That's crazy.
Maybe too close to main.
Thank you.
Too close
Yeah.
to main?
Might have to go south a bit.
Yeah, probably yes. Yeah.
Maybe let's go to Bravo.
Get on, guys.
Oh
So, that was a jeep with a minigun.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I killed the gunner, but he flanked us. I'll try to pick you up.
Squad leader,
I
should we
destroyed it.
respond?
Oh, if you're alive, you can wait them at airfield.
There's a drone above us.
Don't give up.
Hey, there's a drone above us. I can revive. There's a drone. You can shoot the drone right above. He's moving it west. Let me try. Medic is coming.
Yeah, it's flying away now. Or maybe it's just circling us.
Yeah, he spotted our Logi. That's how they knew.
Okay, so the FOB is useless now. Since you're trying to push from here, I think we can stay here and wait for them. Do we have an anti-tank here? One with the rockets?
80.
That was a pretty easy game.
That was bad.
Easy boys, easy game was GG. Well, very well played.
Easy game.
Especially
We
thank
got
you to the
fucking
tank
raped by the
crews.
Turks.
Very good tank plays by the tank crews. Like, great job on that.
Are you playing again?
Yeah, guys,
we picked the
calm
great
down.
faction.
We know this is a special weekend, okay?
Guys,
We can join you again.
Special education weekend. It's special education weekend. Keep.
Like I said,
We can join
like,
you again. Are you saying playing
good,
another?
good job to the tank crews, and also good job on picking
Yes,
the team. It was a really good
Fallujah.
faction.
Fallujah.
Fallujah. Mutaha.
Hatman.
It was a really powerful team to play against the BMC.
I'll vote for Harju.
Talil, come on, guys, pick Talil, come on.
Pretty good map.
Just a heads up, the next game is not going to be any different. It's just going to be somewhere else.
Sandy defeat.
Right. Yeah.
I will personally. I think we can take these the opportunity to teach, right? To like
To learn, yeah, but we won't. Obviously, we
yeah,
won't.
no, to share knowledge. So new players will enjoy the game as much as we do.
Reroll. Guys, reroll for the PMCs, come on, reroll.
Isn't bottom left good? Go in at bottom right.
Reroll.
But reroll for the PMCs, guys, try to reroll.
Okie dokie.
Oh, yes, everybody reroll.
Reroll, yeah, okay. Reroll, fica na chata teraz.
I refuse to.
Yeah, very good. PFCs.
Boo.
Top left or bottom
Australia.
right? Top left or bottom
Australia.
right?
China #1.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia, I guess.
Sure. Let's
Asla.
lose in Australia.
Okay.
Wasn't the previous choice better?
Advance and secure. Our mission is to secure all objective areas. Move out.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Let's take this logi. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope everybody has a mic, more or less.
Roger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wonderful. How many are new to the game?
Me.
Okay.
I'm good at following commands though.
Yeah, wonderful. No worries. Welcome on board. I just have one requirement when we play together. Apart from the mic, but that's not a problem today. The two medics, I need you to follow everybody, okay? To stay behind. Don't push in front, because we need you to pick us up, okay? Just this is a requirement, please.
Yes, will do.
Always be nice to you, man. You treat me like shit.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
The saint.
You better shut up before I take you out of the squad.
I have a statue of you in my house.
I said, wait, why do you even have that?
I have a pray to it. Statue of you in my house, I pray to it.
You have a what field?
I put sacrifices under it, so like
That's a shrine.
a shrine, yeah, a shrine, yeah.
What you looking at? What you looking
I
at?
have a shrine
Don't
for you in like my house, like as like pray to it,
Fucking
and I
uncivilized
put like
swine.
gifts under it. See, that's how I'm nice to you.
Okay, guys. Since we have the logi, we don't need to push ahead. We can wait for the cap zones to, to the layer to manifest itself. So we can cut the first cap zone and wait where it goes. So we can decide where to put the first FOB.
Oh boy. I cannot wait to see this shit show.
I have a 10-foot shrine of like rock in my place there in the corner of my room, you know. And I pray to it once in pew. I have gifts under it. Candles too.
Oh shit.
Hop in. Get in, come.
Everybody out, everybody out.
Out.
Hey boy, don't yell, man.
Okay. Spread and don't get too far though. Okay, we have to be fast in this phase of the game.
Boys, you should spread your cheeks. Spread them cheeks wide.
For the new guys, check your stamina, okay? So if you sprint constantly, you won't be able to aim correctly in the first seconds, okay? So if you need in a firefight, you won't be able to aim straight. Okay, just that. Okay, who's the driver? Get on, come on. No, we are leaving someone behind. We are leaving Tommy behind.
It's closed, the point is closed, dude. Come on.
Let's go, let's go.
Drive.
Spatsman, you are walking. You have to walk to cemetery. Oh, you're outside, okay. Pick Spatsman up. Wait here, wait here, wait here, wait here.
Yeah.
the longest ever time. We could have walked there faster.
Okay, change of plan. We are going to move mark. We are staying at move mark and turn off the engine there. Okay, stay inside. Everybody, no, we are not going out. Stay inside. Everybody, stay inside.
Can somebody other than the new guy drive, please? Like, I can drive. If it's not a problem.
Okay, yeah. You guys decide that yourself.
Yeah, pop out someone else can drive.
Okay, get in. Get
Heads up, guys. I hear vehicle north.
Okay, bro.
I hear tires north.
Yes, we have a friendly up north and east.
Something's moving north, like about the roundabout, maybe.
Yeah. There was. He's right.
Might be enemy Cobra.
Move to the next objective.
Okay, super fast at motel. We are going to motel.
I hear the tires approaching.
Everybody, yeah.
Let's go.
Careful.
Yes, we have a friendly behind us. No worries. Here is dangerous. Okay, let's go.
Oh, he's behind us. There's a Cobra behind us. I just saw it. Cobra right behind us.
What's behind us?
Cobra vehicle, light vehicle.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody out. Everybody out now.
Uh-oh.
Everybody out now.
If you go down, stay down. I'll get you. AT, do your shit. Take it out.
One shot. Nice.
Everyone off the fucking lodge, that's the problem.
It happens, no worries. The most important thing is the medic is up, so we can pick everybody up. Don't give up, okay? If you're dead, don't give up.
Hold fire, friendlies. Friendlies.
Fucking retards. Unbelievable.
Okay, everybody disengage. Follow me to motel. We need to cap.
He's ready to be careful now.
Thank you.
Let's move in the buildings here and cap motel.
I'll heal you up. Come here, Dylan.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's Spaz, man. God damn, good morning, Spaz, man.
Medic, once you're done, I need your touch, please.
Coming.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good shit, by the way. We are still alive, huh?
Yeah, that's the problem. 0 hats on the map.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, but Squad 8 is taking care of that.
Alright, we're good.
I don't know, it doesn't look like that to me, but...
At some point, there used to be only rallies in this game. So we can pretend we're playing like that.
You drop this ammo bag over here.
It was more coordinated with just rallies.
People stand still.
Objective secured. I say again, objective secured.
Okay, guys, everybody stay in the radius of 50 meters. Don't push commercial. We are not entitled to push because we just conquered this point and it's gonna be the defensive point. So we are staying here.
Oh, you, damage board. Get the fuck up here.
Hey, one of you is hurt. Come here.
Come here, come here, come here.
You are hurt.
Let us touch you. Let us squeeze past it.
We have to touch you.
We have to.
You can use the building as concealment, and we are defending, so we can let the team frog leap to the next point.
Enemy IMV at commercial district.
Yes, I don't know who's a commercial district, but I want, because as I said, we are gonna be defending, and we need everybody on point.
Pushed up to see where the enemies are. No worries. I'm covering you guys. Yep. If I can get fire team, I can mark a lot of enemy vehicles.
Is this a?
Yeah, this is an enemy vehicle. Northeast of us. I got you, man. I got you. Oh, you're a medic? Yeah. It's fine. You used a lot of bandages.
Sorry,
I'll do it. You used a lot of bandages.
Sorry.
It's my turn.
Guys, can I have somebody on my body to build these? Okay.
Yeah.
I need rifleman and a rocket. I need rifleman and a rocket.
Yeah, follow up.
Where is the rifleman with a rocket?
Guys, there is a number box here, so if you want to fill your passport, I put down a number box for everybody.
Yeah!
It's upstairs.
It's upstairs. Okay, I know it's gonna be boring, but we need to keep defending as we are doing right now.
Sounds good.
Our rally appeared and enemies are close by, so.
Oh yeah, enemy close. Our
watch
rally
out.
just disappeared, meaning enemy is within 15 meters of us.
Everybody has to take care of a zone of interest. So, for example, I'm checking southeast, so I need everybody to check of northeast, and that's it.
Guys, just look at the helmet marks.
Sniper.
That's where most of them are.
Taking enemy fire from northeast-ish. Also a vehicle coming in.
Yeah, I can hear.
I can see it, yeah. But it's hidden right now. It just blinked for. It appeared for a blink of an eye. Yeah, if I get fire team I can mark its position. Mario B.
Okay, I'm enjoying this game. It's a bit more ordinated and organized.
Scorpion, can I have fire team lead?
Yes.
Mario B. range on Bravo.
You have.
Repeat, please. Repeat. Enemies where?
Enemy vehicle approaching the motel, guys. Oh no, that's a tank. That's our friendly tank up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I still have to get used to the new sounds.
I think Abrams sounds same as earlier. No? But I think from southeast there's
I'll pick you up.
Yeah, exactly. That's some vehicle from southeast, yeah. It's definitely some vehicle from southeast.
Dylan, you can save your bandage. You can.
Fuck. They almost got me.
Paper on this. What? Okay, I'll pick you all up.
Just keep your head down, don't.
If you're not a medic, save your bandage.
Thank you.
Oh, where's the third?
Squad lead, can you get that fucking... Can you get our tank to come up the pitch?
Hold on, sharp. Let me see how to get to you. How did you get up there? Hold on, sharp. I'm coming to you. Oh, you got it. Save your bandage. I'm getting. Just be careful. You could get sniped here. Okay, we might have enemies to the northeast. We have a friendly down on the rooftop northeast 030. I saw a guy for a second. 030. Apparently enemies have a fob close to our radio.
Copy.
Yeah, commander is marking it, everything.
Right, guys, if you check observe, we have enemy infantry over there. Enemy infantry over there.
I'm gonna get off. Oh shit. Oh.
Stop orders behind as well.
Right, we can...
Careful, medic.
Oh fuck, enemies close, southeast, guys.
Yeah, 110, building 110.
They're underneath us. Many enemies underneath us coming from south.
I'm coming, lads.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, he's on my floor. He's next to me. Oh my god.
They're coming up.
Yeah, they pushed up.